Alright guys, I am back with my review of the WWE NWO The Revolution DVD. And this came out a couple days ago, and I was actually really looking forward to this. I was a huge fan of the NWO. I remember people legit getting pissed off about this, about the entire angle in school. Some people really wanted Sting and DDP just to kick their asses. Like, it felt real to a lot of people growing up in that era, and it was great. It can never be duplicated. I just loved everything about it. I really was a big fan of the NWO, and I also remember people getting really pissed off if you told them you liked Raven's Flock. I remember that because I loved Raven's Flock, and everybody would say, "How can you like that guy? I hate him." But NWO was one of those groups that just got people really into wrestling, and with Hogan joining them, and then it just got so many guys. But I liked it the entire time. I even enjoyed the Wolfpack stuff initially, and even the Finger Poke of Doom. I know a lot of people hate that, but I specifically remember as a kid thinking it was cool. I wanted the NWO to stay together, and so when Kevin Nash and Hogan were in cahoots, I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining, and I know a lot of people really hate that, but as a kid, I thought it was good stuff, and I didn't know any better. But looking back on it now, it's really sad what the NWO turned into. And even as a kid, those last few shows, I used to get all the pay-per-views. My mom worked with a lady whose son would record them all on VHS tapes, and I would get all the WWF shows and all the WCW pay-per-views. And I remember towards the end, I couldn't even watch those for free. Like, I just could not. That Jay Leno match, all of that crap, I just had to completely pass over because it didn't interest me. I mean, Raw was amazing, and there was no point to ever switch back to Nitro after Raw really took off. They got all the talent, the new Radicals, Chris Jericho, the Giant, and you could just tell, like, there's a reason these guys are leaving. And WCW would try to bring in guys like Warrior, and at first I was really excited about Warrior. I thought, damn, this is going to be awesome. I was really excited with his first run, or his, I guess, third run back with the WWF. Who did he face? He was in a feud with someone, I can't remember who. But it really sucked. It turned into crap. And for some reason, I still wanted that old Ultimate Warrior. And when he came to WCW, I was really excited about it. I had started reading dirt sheets at the time. But when he came to WCW, it was like that first episode he showed up, you knew this was garbage. Like, he cut that long promo and he was out of his mind. And it wasn't the same Warrior. Nothing would ever go back to the original Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. That Warrior was gone, and he's never been back. But anyways, on to this DVD. I don't know how I got so far off the point, but I was a big fan of the NWO, so I was very excited about this DVD release, and it's very, I want to say that it's just really disappointing. That's really all I can say. It's only an hour long, typical WWE DVD stuff, but it's everything we've seen before. Like, I don't even know why this needed to be released. It's really just old footage. The Bischoff interviews, the Hogan interviews, the Scott Hall interviews, we've seen all of this. 10 years ago we saw this. And that's when these interviews took place, was like 2002, 2003. And I have no idea why they even bothered releasing this. The only thing I can think of is it would be a good DVD for younger fans, but that's about it. If you're an old school fan, it's not going to cut it. You've probably already seen every single thing they're going to show on this DVD. But that being said, there are a few new interviews. You got some stuff from Nash, X-Pac, Luger. Booker T's got some good interviews on here. Vince Russo. Cody Rhodes is very good on this DVD. Joe Henning, Bill DeMott. And that's pretty much your cast. Dusty Rhodes. And that's pretty much the group of people who do the interviews here. There was actually one funny line by Matt Stryker. He says that he would switch over from Raw to Nitro, and when the NWO was on, he'd sit the remote down. But he sounds like he feels really guilty about this, which was funny to me. But yeah, it goes through the creation of the NWO. I took a couple notes here. The Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone, Jay Leno crap, the Wolfpack, and it just kind of touches on things briefly, doesn't really go into much detail. There was a cool segment with Joe Henning talking about Mr. Perfect joining, which I thought was good. Booker T says that he was offered a spot by Kevin Nash and turned it down because he's a solo act, is what he says in the DVD. And then it goes all the way up to WWE NWO, which was terrible, and barely says anything about that at all. And then it ends with Hogan versus Rock. I mean, that's it. We know it doesn't show the finger poke of doom. It shows it, but it doesn't talk about it. It doesn't talk about Goldberg at all. It doesn't talk about Bret Hart at all. What else did they leave out here? It gets really brief towards the end. The whole franchise split with Black and White and Wolfpack, it doesn't really go into a lot of detail on that, except to say that it sucked, which I don't think it did. I actually thought the Wolfpack was pretty good. When it started, I think it was Nash, Sting, Macho, Luger, and Conan. I think that was the first 5 guys in the NWO Wolfpack. And it was good, but then it really did get crazy when they brought out like the LWO, and it's craziness. But anyways, as far as this DVD goes, you really could skip this one and not miss anything. I thought it would be pretty entertaining, and it really didn't even hold my interest that much. I wanted to go ahead and finish watching it because it was only an hour, but I really could care less. I just instantly realized this is more of the same. So yeah, it was pretty disappointing, but anyways, that's my review of this DVD. Hope you guys like this video. If you have seen it, leave your thoughts on this DVD in the comments below, and thanks for watching.